All right, so let's talk about reasoning models, when to use them, when not to use them, and why a lot of people are misusing them right now. There's a lot of hype around DeepSeek R1. OpenAI's O1 model and Google's Gemini thinking models. A lot of people are throwing reasoning models at every task, even when they shouldn't. And that's a problem. Think of it like this. A reasoning model is a thinker and a planner, and a traditional model is the worker and the executor. You don't need a planner to do a worker's job. You wouldn't hire a strategist to assemble furniture when a skilled builder could do it faster and cheaper, right? So when should you use a reasoning model? Typically, you should use a reasoning model when multi-step problem solving is required. If your task requires multiple logic steps, 5 or more, a reasoning model will probably shine. Here's a few examples. 1. Debugging complex code errors. 2. Analyzing financial fraud patterns using both numbers and context. 3. Diagnosing medical conditions by integrating patient's history. 4. Reviewing legal contracts for ambiguous clauses. 5. Solving complex mathematical problems. 6. Doing scientific research where reproducible calculations are essential. And of course, there's much more. Now, when you shouldn't use a reasoning model, it's usually with simple tasks that requires less than 3 steps. If a task is straightforward, a reasoning model will overcomplicate it and may actually perform worse. Here's a few examples. 1. Fact-based retrieval questions. 2. Basic text generation or summarizations. 3. Simple classification tasks. 4. Generating marketing copy from templates. 5. Completing common code snippets. And 6. Handling routine customer service FAQs. These are just a few simple tasks that you don't need a reasoning model for. Also, remember that reasoning models cost more and take longer to run. A lot of people misuse reasoning models because they're expecting them to execute when their real strength is figuring things out. So remember, reasoning models think and traditional models do. Before you run every task through a reasoning model, just because it sounds cool, ask yourself, 1, do I need step-by-step logical planning? If yes, use a reasoning model. 2, is this a task that's mostly about execution? If yes, use the traditional model. Going forward, use the reasoning models wisely. Pair them correctly, and you'll get better results. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Also, if you want to see a quick example of how a reasoning model and a traditional model can work together, check out my GitHub repo in the comments below.